And now it's time once again for Creepy Cheapies with Dr. Lady. I'm country and western star Roy Clark. Yeah. And tonight on Creepy Cheapies, or today or this morning, depending on when you happen to be watching this. I guess a lot of people watch these in the mornings, don't they? So maybe I should start saying good morning instead of good evening and that sort of thing. Let me start again. Good evening. Good morning, and welcome to Creepy Cheapies with Roy Clark. I'm Dr. Lady, and tonight's mask is from the 2014 movie Guardians of the Galaxy, and it was released accordingly in time for Halloween of 2014, and it's this guy, Groot. Groot, the big tree trunk man from Guardians of the Galaxy, and as you can see, it has the Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy tag right on there, and this one came out from Ruby's Costumes. Now, a lot of people in the mask world say bad things about Ruby's for the simple reason that they've released a lot of rubbish over the years, but let's give credit where credit is due. Sometimes they come through for us and come out with cool stuff, and I think the Groot here is pretty impressive. This sells for around 45 beans, okay, and if you don't have beans, dollars will do. And as you can see, he's very detailed. He's got a nice tree barky sort of look to him, and I really like the way they did the splotches of moss. See all that? I think that's pretty impressive, and I love the way the these little, what would you call that? Not twigs exactly, but sort of broken off growths stick up from the top of the head. I think that's very cool. Has a lot of depth and a lot of personality. It is a full head, and it's wide enough at the bottom that it doesn't have the slit up the back like a lot of full head masks do. I love these little, see that? Little starter branches coming out of Groot. One thing I do have to admit to is that I cheated just a little bit on this particular Groot mask to make him look just a little bit better, but it's very easy to do if you have an airbrush, or you could probably do it dry brush style, or stick your tongue in ink and then lick it on there, or however you like to do that sort of thing. I don't recommend that last option, by the way. I made 3 lines, okay? I made 3 black lines on this particular Groot mask. One above each eye, and then I blackened along the mouth. Now, the way these come from Ruby's, there's not much shading going on there, and I think his expression, which is one of kind of simple ancient wisdom, I think some of that personality is lacking because they don't darken the mouth. Now, you probably don't want to make it super dark like he's wearing, his shiny black goth lipstick. You probably don't want to go that far. Just a little bit of airbrushed black on there does it, and makes the mouth stand out a little more, and makes him look a little more like a face, and more like he's thinking about something. Now, the eyes are just cut out. I just have a piece of black felt in this one, and the other thing about the black I put above the eyes, there's a little bit of black above the eyes already. I just thought it should be a little bit more, because once again it gives him a little more definition, and that gives him a little more personality, a little more character, makes it look like there's a little more intelligence behind the tree trunk that he is. Now, if you're a really tall, thin person, this would be an awesome Halloween costume for you. If you're not a tall, thin person, well, you're probably not going to look that much like the Groot from the movie, because the Groot in the movie is extremely tall and lanky, and well, he's a big tree, and he's a CGI animated tree in the movie, if you haven't seen it. So you really need to be built almost like Slender Man if you're going to pull it off playing Groot. But it would be fun to make a costume to go along with him. Brown and tree looking, obviously. But Groot, the tree alien whose bark is worse than his bite, part of the 2014 lineup from Ruby's. And I think if you like Guardians of the Galaxy, I think it's a pretty nice collectible to have from Guardians of the Galaxy. That's all from Horror Hotel for tonight. And until next time, remember, it doesn't matter what the calendar says, we can have a little Halloween every day.